Last time we left off, we just got to Act 2, and let's go ahead and now continue. So, the first thing I want to introduce you guys to something that is going to be brand new and 100% optional for now. Later, I will say that you'll probably want to engage in trade, but even if you don't want to, it's good to know how it works. So, how the trade works is you go to the official Path of Exile website, which is pathofexile.com/trade. And then you'll have to log in. I've already logged in here. But what we want to do is we want to search for an item that is called Roth's Reach, because it's going to cost about an Orb of Alchemy or a Chaos Orb. We'll check the price here. Make sure that you have Mercenaries selected, as this is the brand new league. And we're going to type in the item Roth's Reach. And if you're playing on Xbox, obviously you select Xbox. But Roth's Reach Recurve Bow. And then let's go to Orb of Alchemy. So we're going to go on the very bottom for the buyout. Orb of Alchemy, because that's what I got that I can pay. The maximum price could be 1, because that's all we can afford in terms of like how much we have in terms of our currency. And then if I mouse over, you can see what the different stats are. We don't care about critical strike multiplier because we won't be able to utilize it. The only thing that we really get to benefit off of is either this increased physical damage is probably one of the better ones, honestly. It's not that big of a deal. But what is a big deal is actually getting the things to be 4 links. So if I go here and put minimum 4 links, I'll see if we can get one. I don't know if it's going to come up though. Dang, no 4 links over here. Now, since they didn't have 4, let's see if they have 3. More than likely, we'll find a 3. Not even a 3. Okay. Well, then, now what we're going to do is I'm going to go whatever. I don't care about how many links it has, because... Wait, this one's a 4 socket. Okay, so 4 sockets. Wait, let's see how many sockets we can get. So let's go to sockets here, and let's tag in... Let's see if we can get to 5 sockets. Okay, we can only get 4. So we'll go over here and go to 4. So a lot of these things you're going to have to play around with. Okay, let's see if we can get this item off this guy, and all I have to do is click Direct Whisper. And let's see if we can get this item off the guy. Sometimes it's kind of random if you are going to be able to get it or not, which is something that you would just have to get lucky with. But let's go ahead and see. Sometimes it takes a while for them to respond to. Like, it's just a matter of time before they eventually respond. But we'll wait a second and see if he responds. If he doesn't respond, well, then we just keep on going down the list, or we find other people. So this one doesn't look like he's responding. We can go to 3 sockets. Honestly, at this point, I'd rather just get a whatever one that has better physical damage, because that's the same one. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm just going to say I don't really care about the sockets, and I'm just going to search for Roth's Reach. This one's unidentified. This guy's here. We can go, and it'll be a surprise and mystery. But if not, oh, we can grab this one. Cool. So now we're going to hit accept, and what we're also going to do is teleport towards the player. Oh, he's on aspirant's trial, so we can't actually... okay. So we'll wait until he gets to a state where we can actually go and trade with him. So he will either come to us, or we can click on this, which will come up as a little blue swirl. And so it looks like he's coming over to us because, well, we don't have access to his area yet in the campaign state. But again, this is just basically showing you guys how to trade in the game, and then we're going to hit accept. We're going to go, and I'm going to control click on my Orb of Alchemy. I'm going to mouse over this and make sure it's the right item. You have to mouse over it. And then that's it. That's all we got to do to trade. It's that simple. Now, I know I'm not going to be able to use this item because it requires level 18, but I just want to go and show you guys trade, as it is something that's pretty important. So if I hold Alt, I can see the range. So it rolls from 60 to 80 on the increased physical damage. Ours rolled 71, so just like in the middle, but a little bit better. And then the increased elemental damage with attack skills, it rolled kind of towards the bottom of the barrel, but it's okay. It's not really that big of a deal. What we want to try to do is get Jeweler's Orbs, and we're going to try to see if we can upgrade this later, but I just wanted to show you guys how to trade, as it can significantly increase your gear in the very beginning. Let's go ahead and probably sell most of these things. I don't really need any of these, so let's go clean up our inventory and then start Act 2. But yeah, trading is a big part of this game. So let's go ahead and put on the items, and we're going to go ahead and accept. And now Act 2 is a little bit different because you can actually go into 2 different areas when you exit. So we're going to go to the right. So we entered, remember, from here, we can actually go left and right. This area has 2 different exits. You can't wait to play after you get off work? Nice, man. So we're going to have to continue just killing some stuff. So we want to just kind of follow along the path. And what we're looking to do here is defeat Kraityn. There's a ton of stuff in Act 2. Oh, there's a elite. If you see any of these like elite monsters where their name is like kind of in like this gold, I always kill them. Higher chances for like better drops. He gave us just a life flask. He gave us a couple other items. I have what's called a loot filter on, which filters out some of like the garbage. If you want to put one on, I have a guide on that as well. Am I gonna do lightning arrow? Oh, you already know, man. Lightning arrow and then ice shot. And then there's also a new ballista that came out, but we're gonna have to like get it. It's a special like it's one of the newer gems for this league. So we're gonna go from the old fields into the crossroads. And with the crossroads, we do want to get the waypoint here because we're going to be using this to access 2 different areas. Throw these down. Get the boss down. Okay. Oh, we dropped a unique ring. Cool. It's like Doedri's. So we'll go identify it, and you can see we can apply additional curse, which is cool. We also gain mana per enemy killed. We gain 20 to all resistances. It's quite nice. We're going to go ahead and replace this ring with it, simply because of the mana. The extra curse, we actually don't benefit off of it right now. Alright, so we're going to go make sure we get the waypoint because we're going to, again, use this area for 2 different things later down the line.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Okay, so there's the Fellshroud Ruins. We're actually looking for a very specific boss called Kraityn. That's what's called the Breach, but we're not going to engage with that right now. It's random if this thing spawns in or not. PoE 1 or 2 got an update. Well, actually, PoE 2 actually got an update very recently, too. I think we're still waiting on like the other bigger update. I forgot what the numbers were off the top of my head, but I'm trying to think what's the most recent. Basically, the loot is much better in PoE 2, which is a very nice change. Okay, so we leveled up. Let's go ahead and make our way down over to the precise technique. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this precise technique, and then we're also gonna get this cluster of mana nodes. The mana nodes are gonna be great, because that way we don't have to worry about mana. So once we're in the Broken Bridge, we're just looking for a very specific boss. And he's usually just kind of down this path over here. You don't need the waypoint for this area. This is kind of like a one and done sort of thing. But we do want to find where he's at. Hopefully it will be this way. Ah, here it is. You'll see kind of like these sticks that are poking out. And so this one, there's really only one option that I say is really good. You can kill all the bandits to get extra skill points, but the other benefit is much better. So we have some options. We can either help or kill him. If we help him, we get increased movement speed, which actually is not bad for the campaign. But I like this other option, which I'll show you once we get to it. So we're going to kill Kraityn. There's actually a few different ones that you can side with. There's Kraityn, Oak, and Alira. They're all good though. Like, you could honestly take whatever one. I wouldn't bat an eye to it. But for the sake of like a newer player, I want to say that I would argue objectively, Alira is like the best choice, and you'll see why when we show off her stats. So yeah, this one gives you 8% movement speed. He used to give you something else too. They like reworked some of these. Take him down. Almost got him when we got his amulet. Cool. That's all we needed him for. We actually have a new upgrade on a flask, so let's go. Oh, can't even equip it because it requires level 18. But we're going to get there real soon. So if we want to save a town portal, like we only have one, we could just do this trick. We could just go to character selection screen and then load in our character again. It's the quick, fast way to do it. You're going to do the ground slam build. Ooh, okay, I gotcha. The scary skill tree. Oh, yeah, in this game, like here, yeah, this game has the scary skill tree. So one thing that's important, after you kill Kraityn, though, you want to pick up the amulet. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the left over here. So we also want to level up precision every single time that it can level up. We can also maybe get steel skin later. We can go back and grab it. So if you see Einhar, you can just click on him on the left side, because we already got what we needed on the right side for now. So now what we're doing at the Riverways is we do want the waypoint here, if we can get it. Honestly, there's a lot of times where I end up not getting it. If you can get it, it's okay, but it's not super important. The other one is kind of important, otherwise we have to walk all the way back. It's no fun. So we're going to go and defeat this guy, the Essence, so we can get maybe something cool. This thing's doing some damage. Okay. Shooting all the corrupted blood, which we'll talk about later. But you can get immunity to it, but it's kind of just like a bleed.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Once we get like the... We're going to get the precise technique and then get mana problems solved. Although I want to say, in my case, this ring will probably solve mana for us, but this ring is pretty garbage right now. It's not good for our build. You know what? We might be able to go through this way. Let's go see if this is maybe where we can go through. Path of Peak. TikTok is suppressing you, Akira? Oh, like with like views? Sometimes, I don't know, that there's definitely different algorithms that I've noticed, but also sometimes like certain trends go away, or like a new game came out to leave some content creators in the dust. Like, let me give you an example. Like right now, Path of Exile will be really hot on everything, all the platforms for about a week. That's about the life cycle of PoE. PoE 1, that is. PoE 2, I would say it lasts a little bit longer because it is a newer game. And with newer games, people tend to stick around a little bit longer. I could definitely tell you I've played a lot of games that were dead for a long time. But as long as I have fun, I think that's the most important thing. I mean, that's the point of a video game. Although now, for a lot of people, it is work. But what we're looking for is, we are looking for the wetlands from the riverways. And it's usually going to be up into, like, the left here. But we got unlucky. There's a dead end. Oh, you know what? Hopefully we can go across this gap. Ooh. Hopefully there's going to be a gap that we can cross. Okay. Okay, if you see any gaps like this, you can use your dash and you can get across. If not, you'll just have to find a little break in, like, the terrain. Got another skill point. The next one is going to be very massive. So it's called precise technique. This is actually something very important that we look at. So I have to make sure our accuracy rating, which is 758, which is far above our HP. If we do need to get more accuracy rating, so as long as our accuracy rating is more than our HP, we're good. Now, if you need more accuracy rating, there's some here, there's some over here. You probably won't need it though, to be honest, because we get dexterity, which gives us also accuracy rating as we progress on this side of the tree. So it's not really anything you have to worry about for the most part. And we're upgrading that precision aura gem that we still have already activated. If you ever want to rebind things, you can hold control and you can basically get a whole nother bar. These ones don't even have to be on this. I can put these both over here, and even if I don't have these like equipped, so to speak, they still work, which is awesome. I just like to make sure that the aura is active, but we don't really have to do anything with them. As long as they're activated, you can see with the reservation. There's no PoE 2 season. There's PoE 1. But thank you so much, Christian. I appreciate that. The tiny. Thank you, mate. Oh, let's go ahead and throw some of these down. PoE 2 lasted 5 to 6 months and then died. Well, right now, you know what's interesting? I was looking at like the viewer discrepancy on stream right now, because remember, right now there is drops. So if you guys want your drops, make sure you guys obviously log in. All right, important thing, from riverways over to the wetlands. Oh, so I could throw up on this, because this, actually I think I need to make this smaller, and the reason why, you can actually put this, let me move this up a little, because it blocks my HP, and I like seeing the number on the HP. Ooh, maybe we'll put it over here. Actually, is that too big? I don't know. I feel like if it's too small, people can't see what the reward is. But this way, it doesn't really block anything. Actually, does it block my... Oh, it does block my inventory a little bit. Let's move this right here. I think that's good. Hopefully it's lined up correct. The reason why is, like, I like seeing... Well, I like to be able to show off, like, my HP number. But I mean, it really doesn't matter too much. Secrets. Oh yes, Secrets of the Atlas. This is Secrets of the Atlas and the Mercenaries. So it's a new expansion plus a league. So like we get a bunch of new content, and then on top of that we have this new mercenary system. It looks like our mercenary died over here, and I actually want to say that the mercenary system, it's good for loot. It's pretty mid for like having a companion that will fight along your side until probably later, and then later we'll equip him with gear that will buff our character. Like extra movement speed and all those good stuff. Okay, this is a massive DPS increase. I want to show you guys how much damage we get. So right now, the only important number is this one right here. Actually, we could move this out of the way. But we have 395. That's our damage, right? I lock this in. Watch the damage. 500. Big DPS boost with just that 1 point right there. Oh, we actually got a shrine too. This is going to make our DPS go up even higher. Let's go straight to the boss. So what we're looking for is this guy named Oak over here. We're going to fight him. And we are going to kill Oak. We want Alira. The move speed one is probably a pretty nice one to get as well. I feel like they've changed it again. This is supposed to give you like physical mitigation. It used to be like physical mitigation, some damage, and I don't know, maybe like life regen or something. Oh, these got some pretty nasty regen. I wonder if they like beefed up the fight. Sometimes they just like beef up the monsters. I mean, he's not as strong as that guy in Act 1. So yeah, Secrets of the Atlas is PoE 1, and it is completely free. Yeah, if you haven't played it. Oh, whoa! Thank you so much, Christian. I appreciate the 25 GGs and the golden controller. Thank you, my friend. But yeah, if you haven't played PoE, it's a good time to hop in right now because more people will be engaged in the trade. Well, also with this area here with the wetlands, we do want to get the waypoint as well. And the reason why we want the waypoint is we're going to come back here later because we need to get an item that is required to pass. So, okay, we got the waypoint, and if we go to the area, it's going to tell us we need a very special item to be able to pass. We're going to get that item later. So yeah, we killed Kraityn, we killed Oak, and then now, well, we can see if this is better. If I had a scroll wisdom, there we go. So let's see what we got. We have extra lightning damage. Ooh, projectile speed. Projectile speed is not the same as attack speed, just as a heads up. Oh, this actually increases our damage, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. This one does give us some resistances, but it's like whatever. We have this Dowager, and it gives us good resistances as well, so that's cool. Now, we could revive this mercenary, but I'll probably end up getting a new one. So let's go ahead and just revive him anyways, just because, if he can distract. I don't think it's terrible. I think the mercenaries are definitely, like, good. And they are strong enough to survive, but as far as right now, like, you have to replace them quite frequently. But later in the late stages of the game, I'm sure that you hopefully won't have to replace them. I hope they don't just, like, are dead off of cooldown. That's what I'm actually worried about. Because they're just going to sit in AoE. AI in a lot of action RPGs is, for some reason, always lackluster in the minion department. Like, they just stand in the AoE, you know? Hello, Wog. I'm doing good, man. Oh, we got a new guy. I just want to go ahead and hire him, just because he's a higher level. That's it. So we're going to replace our current guy. It's fine. We can dismiss. Okay, yeah.
You don't reject a Kraityn twice.
We're gonna fight this guy. Wait, does Einhar not attack them? That's kind of weird. Huh. This little, like, NPC Einhar. He's used for, like, some other, like, league mechanic, but...
So the collar's on me now.
Okay, so now we're gonna go to the Western Forest. That's where we want to go. And there's actually gonna be a couple things here. We're going to help Alira first, so we can get the buff that she grants us. Oh.
Hurry up.
See if he has anything good. For all attributes, giving us strength and int, which is the stats we do need for this character for other builds, but I'm just gonna move along. He didn't have anything good. It was like one transmute. If it was one orb of alchemy, then I'd lock it in. What we can also do right now is we can equip that item, the Roth's Reach. This is gonna be really good. I don't know if it'll actually increase our damage on this. We're going to go swap gems. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, and again, this is all optional because, again, trading is optional if you want to. I'm going to move this over to my chest piece. And then I'm going to move the Siege Ballista in here because my main damage, I want my main damage to be in here. Mirage Archer, and then added. We probably want added lightning damage, but that's something that we can worry about later. So we're going to swap this. And then now we're going to use Lightning Arrow. And it will do a little bit more damage. But the main thing, the reason why I like Roth's Reach is because it has what's called Chain. Which means that if we hit one target, it will then chain and bounce to the other target. Think of it like a ricocheting. That's like the best way to actually put it. And also, one thing that's important in Path of Exile is you do not want Pierce. Normally you think, wouldn't you want like the things to pierce? No, because how it works is it pierces, then it forks. Pierce, fork, and chain, I believe, is the order. And then split is somewhere in between there, but we don't run split ever.
I'm not up to that just yet.
So fire back to bows, yes sir. Hello Ash, how do you get those mercenary skills, or do they not drop when defeated? The mercenary skills? Oh, those are the gems? You know, I'm not actually sure. Okay, important thing over here though. At Western Forest, if you walk down to the bottom of the left, you'll come across this item over here. You want to pick up this item, and you want to place this item right over here. And then what we're going to have to do is we have to go back to Act 1, and then we're going to get a skill point book. Basically just a +1 skill, just like in Diablo 2. This is where Path of Exile is just like really cryptic, and like if you didn't have someone that told you, pick up this item, go turn it in after you put it in, and then go back to Act 1 and complete your quest. Yeah, it's like, this is why people say Path of Exile 1 too hard. It's just like these quests, if you don't know it, unless you read, oh my gosh, these guys have explode. We're taking big damage here. But we're fine. What's our resistances over here? We'll check our resistances. Alright, so our resistances aren't super high, but I'm not really too worried about if we die during the campaign. Oh, there's an Orb of Trance here, which is like, Get some Scrolls of Wisdom. It's never a bad thing in the very beginning. Eventually, though, you won't really have to pick these up anymore. It's kind of tedious in the very beginning of the game, for sure. I actually like how PoE 2 does it. You just buy all your Scrolls of Wisdom with the NPC in here. You can tactically do it as well. 600 HP, well, that's like so much. I'm at 300. But since we're an evade-based build, low HP is just kind of a common thing. Alright, so Alira. Why do we want to help Alira? We get 15 to all elemental resistances, so we want to help her. It's just one of the nicer things. And then she doesn't drop an amulet, she gives you her amulet, so to speak. And then what we're going to do is there's another area here that we're going to go to called the Weaver's Chambers. So we're going to go look for that, and it should be around here. They get crazy good the more you interact with them? Ah, cool. Oh, you mean like when you equip gear and stuff, or because the one problem I'm having is like getting upgrades, like the level upgrades, because they kind of like always will start deteriorating as you increase in levels, but then they don't, which I don't really like. This is actually a great one too to get increased elemental. This gives you extra crit, even though we don't really benefit off of crit. This one's actually not bad either because it gives you some movement speed. You get these 2 nodes, but I really want to like solve mana. I don't want to push the mana button anymore. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here and we're gonna get these 2 nodes. Just these 2 should basically make it so we never have to pop a mana potion, and I can remove it from my bar, and I could put another life flask if I want to. I can put another Quicksilver flask because I still think I have them from earlier. Alira used to give you mana regen too, but no longer. Okay, so here's the waypoint here. We don't need to get really the waypoint here, but I just need to get to the Weaver's Chambers, which if it's not going to be right here, it's more than likely in the top left here. It's my guess. Oh. Let's go to the top. Oh. Oh, it's all dead ends. Okay, it has to be here. Oh, actually, I just noticed this mercenary gives us endurance charges. This gives us additional damage reduction. That's actually very, very helpful. That's awesome. I didn't even give him any items. Later, though, the mercenaries, I know that they're going to be valuable because we can put gear that gives, like, nearby allies, or you can you know, do X, Y, and Z, and it will share the charges, or just anything really. I think this is cool though. All right, let's check out this guy.
Hurry up.
So he's got Enduring Cry, Dual Strike. Okay, I want his Orbital Alchemy. I want to take this, so we're gonna have to fight him, obviously.
Or serve me.
But unfortunately, since there's only one target, the chain is not a very good thing on this guy.
Die on your knees.
That's all we wanted.
Lucky I was going easy.
Nice. Okay, cool. Endurance charges are great, though. You have one with 2 auras. Ah, cool. Oh, do they level up? Is that what you're telling me, Ash? Like we wanna level them up? I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know. If that's what you meant. Let me know if that's not what you meant though, because if they don't scale, then there's some that if they don't have good items, I'm just gonna skip them. Because they are, well, there was only one that was challenging, and like when we fought him, man, I got absolutely destroyed. I'm pretty sure he one-shot us. But other than that, every other one has been like, some have been a little bit strong, but nothing like super OP. But yeah, this chain just makes your whole campaign experience an absolute breeze. I'm gonna be flying through the campaign. Again, because chain is so dang strong. Yeah, I usually just try to kill all of the yellow monsters. Oh, what is hers? It's pretty weak, actually. Is it a blue? A blue heavy belt. The reason why I like it is because it gives us strength, and strength does give us HP. Every 2 strength is 1 HP. And then now we go to the Weaver's Nest. So we'll set up a bunch of turrets. Fight the Weaver. The more encounters that you do. Ah, okay. The more encounters we do, we get better stuff. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I didn't know that that was a thing. It looks like our guy is gone. But I actually like that if they're gone, it lowers the difficulty, like immediately. We have another skill point over here. Our mana is probably actually okay because of the ring, but again, just for the playthrough to make more sense, because you need some sort of source of recovery. And while I do have Clarity equipped, I'm just going to put those 2 points in. And later we can remove those if we want to. So now that we gotten this item, that's all we need here. And we can go back. And we can talk to Silk. So we can go talk to this guy over here. We're going to get some stuff completed. So elemental damage with attacks is really great. We're going to definitely want to grab this one. And if we have a red gem, that will like help us out, so we can revive him. And we're gonna go back to, again, Act 1. Remember how we put in that one item? So we're gonna click on the little house. The house is basically where like the main camp is, like basically town. And then we are going to talk to the NPC, and he's going to give us a reward. We can also identify this item to see if it's any good. Oh, it's a lot of strength actually. This is probably gonna be even stronger than this. All right. Then we're going to go sell all the garbage old items that we are not using. Oh, actually, this one's really good. We're going to keep this one because it gives us immunity to what's called Corrupted Blood, which is kind of like another bleed.
Still alive, are we?
I'm going to get rid of this. And then let's see if this could be better, actually. We have some strength, which is good. We have extra life. Okay, that's definitely a swap. So we're going to swap this one over here because it gives us damage and the extra cold damage. Doesn't give us accuracy, which we may need to get an item with accuracy later, but for now it's totally fine. And this guy's going to give us a skill point book, and then we're good. And then if you want to check out any other gems, there are gems that you may want to consider. Like Vitality is not a bad gem to have. There's also I don't know if you can get it this. Okay, you can't get it this order. Like Grace and Determination are fantastic ones to get as well. Let me see if we can find Steel Skin. Does it not come out? Okay. We don't get this one till I guess later. Depending on the classes that you play, you get certain things later. But sometimes they change things every single season, like where certain things are located. But we're going to get Essence Sap over here. So again, we get to gain mana recovery. So when we inevitably replace this ring for the mana per enemy killed, that will help out. And then now we're going to go back to Act 2 and continue. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go to the right side, but we're going to use the waypoint over here. So there's actually 2 different things that we can get.
I'll never wear chains
So we can talk to this NPC anytime he's there. I'll just talk to him because he's like a free NPC to help out. But let's see what this guy's got.
Make a call.
So yeah, we want to, I guess, keep on killing these. So he doesn't really have any good items. I guess we could take the transmutes. There's literally nothing that I want. But that's fine. Let's see. If you exile, okay, with this attribute type, because remember we want to try to get bow stuff, but at the same time I don't really mind having like a melee like as like a side by side. So we're just gonna take item just so we can engage in the mechanic. If like their items get better as we fight them, if that's how it works, then let's go ahead and lock in.
Take
Okay.
your trinket then.
I'm not up to that
My
just yet.
Oh yeah, we probably lock in and get vitality too. If I open red? No, not yet. But that'd be another aura if you wanted to get another aura. They tweeted PS5 would get a patch and it's not out. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I don't control, or I don't have any control of that.
Fall before me. This one is captured.
All I can say is check their Twitter. Their Twitter usually is pretty accurate in terms of like when these updates do get pushed out, which is a great thing. So remember, we can use dash to go up. And then we have the Chamber of Sins, level 1.
Luxury and cruelty go hand in hand.
So this is the area that we went by before, where the Kraityn was. There we have the spike.
I killed the ones who changed. Make a call.
I'm just gonna take the alteration.
Brace yourself.
But I like the guy that we have currently because he gives us the endurance charge as well. This guy's doing pretty good damage.
Take your trinket then. My freedom's worth.
Is this a white one? Oh, it's a white one. The reason why I want a white one is because I can use, let's see, these quiver, attack damage. Okay, let's see if we can get a better one. 38 HP. It gives us physical damage. It's giving us some extra HP, but overall it's not really that great. We have another one. Let's see if we can get 2 different elements on damage to attacks. What we would be kind of looking for is getting like cold. I mean, ideally be a cold, physical, lightning, fire, any variants of like those 3, and then maybe attack speed, life. But that's asking for a lot to have like all of those roll on it. But that would be the goal. This one is called, I think it's called Intruders in Black, is the name of the quest. It's a waypoint over here. I guess we can just go grab it since we're already over here.
Inquisitor.
If you ever want to stop the dialogue that goes on, you just close it. Do I play any games on controller? With Diablo, sometimes I play with controller. I haven't really messed around with Path of Exile. I feel like there's too much to do in this game. Oh, elemental damage. Okay, that's good. We'll rock that for sure. But I like other games that I really like with controller. Halo. I like Halo with the controller. I feel like Halo is much better with a controller. Might be up over here. Hopefully it's there. We can go check this area too, just so I don't have to walk back. But yeah, and Chamber Sins level 1. Oh, we're good now. Ah, there we go. Go to level 2. And then there is a trial of ascendency. And that's what we need this area for. And then there's another trial that we are also going to be doing. maybe no. You know what? I think our jacket is our item for.
Might makes right.
Our main skill. So unless we get like another like glove or boots that has a 4 link, then we gotta lock in. Oh, he's got Streaming Eagle. This, like I said, it's not too bad. If I wanted to like take that item, I wanna actually hire this person. If we can. I don't actually know if they're gonna be better.
Weapons at the ready.
Protected Kraityn twice.
Be on your guard.
Let's see if he's like way stronger, because that Screaming Eagle is gonna be nice if he's on our team.
You win.
Okay,
Let's get
cool.
to the bloodletting then.
Cool. Well, there's a bunch of gems just all over. Well, if we wanted to mess around with any of those, it's available. But we can mess around with some other newer gems later. There is one new gem that I actually do want to mess around with. But I don't know how we're going to acquire it.
That thing! It slaughtered everyone!
So we got to rescue Helena. Okay. Then we get the Baleful Gem. And then we also need the Trial of Ascendency done in this area, so we haven't done that, so.
Pilot?
Okay. So we need to actually do the Trial of Ascendency in this area, which, I don't know, it's somewhere maybe over there. Hopefully. Marvel Rivals, yeah, I wouldn't play Marvel Rivals with a controller personally, because I feel like there's a lot of times when you need a 180. And in games where you need a 180, it's a little bit harder for me to enjoy it on a controller, because then I feel like a fish out of water. It's like really slow. But I think like PvE games, I don't really mind a controller. Or any games like Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry, I actually prefer playing with controller, 100%.
Poor corrupted creature.
This is
I'm
how
not
it's
up to that
done.
just yet.
So, oh, I hope the Trial of Ascendancy isn't over there. I don't think it will be. Usually wherever the objective is, the other thing that you need to do is always in the opposite direction. Ah, yes, here we go. So, Trial of Ascendancy. So this one has like these spinning saw blades, and if you touch them, it will do damage to you. But you just pop a potion. Again, a lot of these are kind of outdated. Ooh, we have a new chest piece that we can maybe use. Let's see if I don't think we can use this one no matter how good it is, because it doesn't have like the things we need. Okay, so this one on the other item will give us dexterity. So let's fingers crossed we get something good here, because I want to replace that. Okay, so we've got, this is, I kind of look at it as like adding the numbers together, but that's not actually how it works in terms of how good the item is. Now this one gives us strength, dex, extra armor. It's kind of mediocre, but it gives us HP. This gives us 4 HP, it gives us 2 resistances. This one gives us 1 resistance. Honestly, it's like whatever. It doesn't really matter too much in terms of like which one is actually better. Because I haven't even put any like points into evasion anyways. Some of these switches, by the way, they're not actually helpful. They actually make things worse. So you can see like this one just like locks you in. So sometimes the switches don't actually help you. Nice, we're gonna level up. So now that we got the precise technique, and we got the mana solves, the next thing that we're going to get, that I like to get, there's a couple different routes that you can take. If you want more HP, that is another option. You can also get more accuracy. That's another option. But there is additional arrows, and it makes the clear speed much better. It's kind of far away, though. It is all the way over here. I mean, it's not super far, but it's mostly that it requires you to grab this one, what Dex, again, gives you accuracy anyways. So this one is going to give us a lot more attack speed. Then we're going to get this one over here. We'll get the crit later, but right now we're going to grab that. This one's actually not bad if you need the accuracy in case you have too much HP. Remember, we need to have more accuracy rating, which our current accuracy rating is 746, but we're going to constantly get more of that anyways. So we have finished this, so this area is done, skis. So we're done with this. Now we're going to go back into the forest encampment, and now we're going to go back to the wetlands. wetlands.
I gave Pilot. Go with
So we can go talk to the NPC and throw these in here. See if these gloves are better. Let's see, we got extra. Ooh, accuracy's good. Increased rarity. Do we get any damage? 1 to 2. Okay, that's good. This one, it's okay. The reason why I'm going to swap is because it does give us extra accuracy and more HP. Now, one problem is that now, you see, this was giving me my intelligence. Now I can't run clarity. It's not that big of a deal, though. So this will happen very frequently when you're just playing the game, like where it's like, oh, I don't have the stats for this item now. And so you have to move things around, or you just have to play without it. And it's not that big of a deal, so we're going to go ahead and keep on playing. Now, again, if our accuracy becomes too low, then that actually becomes a problem. Now we get our first Herald, so we can get a Herald of Ice. Is a really cool one, because then the damage can explode. It also gives us like small added cold damage, but I don't have the int to run it. Blood Rage is great. Frenzy is great. If we can run this with Mana Forged Arrows, I can show you guys something cool. Let's see if we have Mana Forged Arrows this early on. Okay, they don't. It doesn't pop up this early on. Let's see what else we can get, because again, sometimes they move some of these, so I always like to track, because I like making these like video guides, and sometimes things can get outdated. If we can get like Sniper's Mark, okay, is it not? It's Sniper's Mark is probably in Act 1 if I really wanted to get it, but I also want like Mark on Hit, which is really good. Anyways, we're gonna go back and do the root of the problem. So this one over here. So now we're gonna go back to the wetlands, the same area that we killed Oak. You just got Enlightened Support. Ooh, money, man. I'm gonna Vault it for the plus level. Alright, so now we're in the Vault Ruins with our new Mercenary. He should be pretty powerful too. Let's see how his performance is. Okay. You know, I don't expect him to one-shot the Elite, but he's like, he can 1v1 the Elite for sure.
Hold still.
Okay, now let's see how he does against just like the trash. Okay, it's respectable. I mean, is he overall helping us? Probably not. Okay, we can grab this. This will probably be an upgrade. We have another release. Boom. Okay, this is definitely an upgrade. This one's giving us evasion and armor, and this other one was just evasion. The armor won't matter that much because I don't have plus like % armor, which is something that on an armor build you would get, but it's still going to give us some damage reduction. So under like defense here, we reduce the damage from physical attacks by 43%. It's the second number, so it does still do
I'm
something.
not up to that just yet.
Let's keep on going. And also at the, I guess we can do this at the end. There's another area where we do have technically another trial of ascendency to do. So once we get the next waypoint over here, we can do that. Ooh, it's another 3-link. However, this bow, honestly, you can run this pretty much until the end of this game. Like, this bow is so dang good. Until I'm not one-shotting things, I'm just going to run this bow. We can also get rings to get more damage. There's like only like 2 or 3 items in the entire game that will give you what's called chain. And chain is a very it's the whole reason why I play rogue, or in this game they call it ranger. You can run it on a gem, but like that's about 30-ish% DPS loss on the other classes, and it's kind of hard to replace. Also, the way that it behaves is so good in this game. It's fantastic. Oh, this is the greatest shrine. This is awesome. So a little shrine with a little oh, it gives it to your mercenaries too. That's really cool. That was one thing I hated with Path of Exile 1. It wouldn't give you like the shrine effects, like in Diablo, like one person takes the shrine, everyone gets the shrine. But in Path of Exile, they're like whoever touches it gets it, everyone else, sorry, you get nothing. Alright, but let's continue.
You're not kayaking, are you? On with it.
Oh, a Chaos Orb. Okay, we're going to take this item 100%. Unless there's something better, which I doubt. This is not a bad ring, but because it gives you the extra damage. But I really want this Chaos Orb, so we're going to fight this enemy for the Chaos Orb, and we're going to use the Chaos Orb to get another unique, and maybe get a 4-link setup here very soon, which is going to be awesome. So we're going to touch the little ancient seal, and then we're going to go to Yina eventually. But first we're going to go outside to the northern forest, and then there's a waypoint over here. And there is what's called a hideout that you can unlock, but what we're going to do here, after we get to the waypoint, we're going to actually use the waypoint, and then we're going to go back to the crossroads. And the reason why is we actually can get something at the crossroads, at the Felshire Ruins. So we'll just follow the path. We're going to go to the Felshire Ruins to do another Trial of Ascendancy. It's the only thing that we're here for. Once we get the Trial of Ascendancy done, we're going to go back into the northern forest and finish the entire act. In PoE2, everyone gets the shrine buff. Oh, if on the same screen. Yeah, in PoE1, it doesn't. Because, like, I was really hoping that the shrine buff build, from... It was like a special league that they had that shrine season. That one build. That was a really fun build. I hope they bring it back. Alright, so what we're looking for is this. No, actually not this. So we're looking for another area. Usually if you follow the path, you'll get to it. Yeah, the shrine build was really fun. I wish they just made these extra classes and just like, just keep them in the game if people want to play with them, cool. Because at this point, I want to say PoE1 it's had its life cycle, I've enjoyed the game enough. You know what we still are missing, guys? We're still missing boots with movement speed. We're still missing those boots with movement speed. Now, what we can do, we can get... There's a lot of really cool items. One of the ones that I like to get, on the boots department, there's 2 boots that you can get that are like godly for our class. And they're super cheap too, for leveling. We can get these boots called Lionized Paws, which give us another attack. It's really great. And then there's also Nomic Storm is what it's called.
Make a call.
Do they have anything good? I don't know. We're just going to take this item. I wish if you just clicked on the item or double clicked on it, it would just take it. Oh, this is one of the, I think that's supposed to be the stronger ones. Okay. But yeah, once we're in the Felshire Ruins, we're looking for like a little crypt. Here we go. There it is. The Crypt Level 1. Hello, Valdis. How you doing? Is better than PoE2? To be honest with you, yes. I like PoE1 more than PoE2. Now, am I going to be playing PoE2 more than PoE1? Yes. Just because I play a game doesn't mean it's better. Because I think there's a lot of games that are better, but like I've already finished them. Like I really like all the God of War games, but like I've already played them. I'm not going to go play them again. I've actually already played God of War. Like I went through the entire series except for one, like 3 times each. Except for the new ones. I actually don't really like the PS4, I think, was it called Ragnarok? I didn't feel like it was the same, man. PoE1 is just superior in my opinion. Actually, there's a lot of people that, a lot of the PoE streamers, honestly, they'll say the exact same thing. And the reason why is PoE2 is still like in development, but it has worse stuff than PoE1. Like, it doesn't make any sense. They should have copied everything from PoE1 and expanded on top of it, but they literally just gimped it. They're like, nah, we're gonna remove the crafting, no crafting, slot machines only. Just hope that you get it. I don't know why. I think the vision that they have for this game compared to PoE2 is like, oh, you can get this, random lucky thing that no one expected, and it's like in reality, people want deterministic crafting. I've learned that people just like it that way. Ooh, look at what they got. They got this person has lightning arrow, his blink arrow. Oh, it's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and hire this one. We're gonna replace this one. I don't really care. It's fine. I'm gonna replace this one.
Try not to scream too much.
Let's see if the lightning arrow, the dual lightning arrow, is gonna be good. I actually like the guy that we have right now because he's melee and he just jumps on him.
All right, fun as it is. Now let's cause some chaos. I'm not up to that just yet.
And now they join our party. Oh, they do actually do pretty good damage. Okay. So and then we need the Crypt Trial of Ascendancy. We just need the Crypt Level 1. Should be somewhere in here, hopefully soon. There is a level 2 here. Here we go. The reason why we do these kind of like now, you can do them at the very end. Sometimes people like to do them at the very end. Is like I would rather do it now and have the same level as the like the appropriate level, which is like level 17. We're 23 now, but if we get too far leveled up, then going to these areas and doing them, you basically are kind of wasting like the XP that you'd get. Okay, boom. Ooh, he dropped a vault orb. Cool.
That would only slow me
Oh.
down.
We still don't have boost with movement speed, so we really need to lock in and get that like ASAP. So let's go ahead and see if we can get it. Okay, we got damage, and speed. Okay, I'll take it. Boom. That's gonna be an upgrade. And now we are finished, and we could engage in some trade if I wanted to. There's 2 items that I would recommend, so we're gonna see if we can get them. So we're gonna go to the Path of Exile trade website once again. So it's pathofexile.com/trade, and usually when it's the first week, oh, there's an ouch BB2. So what we're gonna look for is Nomic's Storm, strap leather boots, and we're gonna see if we can get these. It might be actually an alch. So do we have an orb alchemy? So if we have an orb alchemy, we could just trade the orb alchemy and grab one of these. But ideally, I want one that has 4 like sockets, or actually 4 linked, and it might be 1 chaos orb. Cool. That is an option, but I do need specific colors, and ideally I want the colors to be 3 green and 1, like we can actually change the parameters here. We have 2 options. We can grab these, or we can grab, there's another pair of boots, and the reason why I want to get boots now is just because movement speed. It's going to be a huge advantage for us. The other good pair of boots are called Lion Eyes Paws. These are really great because every single time we attack, we're going to get rain of arrows in addition to our attacks. It also adds fire damage. It's really, 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 really good, to be honest. This one's super good, too. Let's see if these ones are, like, cheap. If we can get a 4 link one with 3 green. This one's going to be hard to get the 1 red that I want. So we can get either. It doesn't really matter. Let's see. Oh, there's 8 results. Any reds? Nope. We could actually use the chromatic orbs to randomize these ourselves, but the chances of going in our direction are pretty slim. But with this one, it's not going to be super difficult. Now, as far as like the rolls here, it's honestly not that big of a deal. But this one does require us to be level 30. We can't use this one yet. What about Nomic's Storm? This one only requires us to be level 16, so we could lock in and grab one of these. This one's 4 green. Okay, so this 4 green's good. And as far as like the rolls, you can mouse over to see which ones roll. The only thing that can roll is the maximum energy shield. Okay, we only want to play 1 chaos orb for this, so let's go ahead and say maximum 1 chaos orb. Movement speed is king when it comes to these sort of games, so we're gonna try to get this item right here before we fight the boss, just because it's just gonna give us more movement speed. It's helpful. It's not like we need it for the boss. Again, you don't have to engage in trade. I'm just showing you guys the options that you may want to consider. Okay, there's only one right here. It's all green, and the reason why we want it all green is because, well, I'm only going to really benefit off of green, and I can throw in my volley support so I can shoot out triple arrows. And then if I get the other node, then I can shoot out even more. But looks like that guy might be AFK. Sometimes it's going to happen, man. It's annoying. Oh, did I just hear it? No. It makes like a sound sometimes. And then we'll also look at an item called like Brisk Wrap. Let's look at other items since we're waiting for him to hopefully respawn. Oh, is it like Wild Wrap? Or Fox's Fortune. There's like a couple items that are similar. Fox's Wild. They like merged items at one point. Okay, so yeah, this item is pretty good. It requires us to be level 25, so we can use this pretty much right now. But our 3 link is right here, so I need to get. This is where, like, again, the game has you play like inventory Tetris. I need to get these before the other one. So since that other guy didn't respond, let's see if we can get one that has a 3 link. So we want to go type in Nomic's Storm for 1 orb of alchemy. That is well, actually, it could cost a chaos orb too. That wouldn't be. It wouldn't be that big a deal. Let's see what other blues that we can run. And this is something that you may have to do once in a while too, is to check out, like, you know, whatever item drop, whatever color. Oh wait, they have tinctures here? Oh. Okay, these are kind of interesting. These are new. That I didn't know vendors could have tinctures. These were like a newer thing that got added into the game, which is kind of like a potion, but it burns your mana. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. But we type in support and see what other like support gems exist. This one's not too bad. Physical lightning, that's cool. That one we could definitely use. You can also see what it works with. So like red, I believe. Ooh, I I don't remember if this is a blue. I believe this is a blue gem. But let's go see if we can get a fox shade with 3 greens, but I want it to be 4 links. Okay, cool. We can buy one of these. This also works as long as it's it doesn't have, well, the blue. Actually, no, we can roll this ourselves if we want to. Now, as far as the rolls on this one, we want the one with the highest evasion rating, but I also only want to spend 1 chaos orb. So maximum price 1. Hit search. I want the one with most evasion rating. Give me the one that has the most 600. Boom. Lock it in. The quality it up. So we're gonna go ahead and whisper this person, and hopefully he will respond. If he does not, then we go to next person, which is this one. Hopefully this guy will respond. Sometimes it takes people a second, by the way, so if they don't respond instantly, sometimes they're fighting a boss, and it's part of the trading in this game where it does become annoying because it's just like, just give me my stuff. I wish they had like a, a way where you can insta-buy it, but this is just the way the game works right now. So it looks like that guy is AFK, so we'll go to the next one. Unfortunately, like, there's a pretty big difference in stats here, but it's just because the quality is 23%. So hopefully this guy. Oh, which one was the first one? I want that 23 one, which is 2. Okay, cool. So this is kind of a good example. Okay, we're gonna make sure we get this one, and if not, we'll whisper that guy back. So now he's going to teleport towards us, and we'll wait for him. Okay, so we can click on this little hideout icon, which is this little blue thing, and then we'll TP to him, and we'll make sure that we get it off this guy first, and then we will accept the trade, and boom, now we have the item. Now we will also get the other item that I wanted, which was the Nomic Storm. Again, this is technically optional, but now I don't care about the Nomic Storms like link sockets. I don't care. I just want the item to exist, and we're going to type in Orb of Alchemy. We're going to lock this one in, hopefully. There's only one person selling it for 1 Orb of Alchemy. So if we can't buy it from him, we're going to have to farm, hopefully get one later. But let's go continue in the campaign. And anytime I'm doing any of these little like buying things while we're playing the campaign, feel free to skip it if you guys like don't care about it, because sometimes people just want to learn. Sometimes it is good to get the upgrade. Alright, so once we got the Trial of Ascendancy done at the crypt, now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the Northern Forest. But hello, Fire. How are you doing? Now, over here. Oh wait, where did our mercenary go? Did he die? Where'd he go? I don't know what happened to our mercenary guy. This is what's called a ritual. You can kill multiple enemies inside the area, and then they will respawn, and then you kill them again. I don't know what happened to our mercenary though. Is he not allowed to go in this area or something? I definitely didn't like dismiss them or anything. Yeah, where is our mercenary? Maybe there's certain areas that they're not allowed to go to. I have no idea, but something's up with this. But we only need what? 2 levels, 2 more levels, and then we can equip our nice little bonus. But like, if in that instance where 2 people messaged us to join their lobby, most of the time people understand if you just don't respond, that like it's fine. Like I've gotten to the point where I got used to it, where people are like, hey, I want to buy your item, and then they just don't respond. Yeah, it's because you bought another one. Sometimes it is okay just to say. Sometimes they will whisper you and say, hey, do you want the item? And you just say, like, no, I already got another one. But as far as ritual goes, we just click on this, and it's going to spawn monsters that we've killed inside. You just do it a couple times, and then we'll get a reward. After you do 3 rituals, you can see what the rewards are. There's no point of looking at the rewards until you do at least 3, because it will not reveal all the items, so it's kind of pointless. You know, those look very similar to the Belial's Eye. I just noticed that from Diablo. Like, exactly like it. PoE 2 had a vision to bring new players. PoE is superior for players that started with PoE. Yeah, but in PoE 2, they removed the crafting options, though. Like, I don't mind it if they have, like, slot machine mechanics. Like, hey, if you want your players to just to spend lots of stuff, then go for it. What's the new update? Oh, the Mercenaries. Like this guy over here. I don't know what happened to our last mercenary, but... Ooh, he has a Scour Orb. I kind of want that. I also kind of want this, like, Orb of Fusing. I mean, do I really... does he have anything good? He doesn't really have anything good. Alright, let's just go... We're going to take the Fuser or Scour in either one. It's fine. And then we're also at... We have a skill point. so we can get extra damage with the bows. And then in one level, we will be able to get another upgrade. Because we're going to have that new chest piece that's going to make us super, super tanky.
I lost.
Wait,
That
we got both of the
means
items?
it's yours.
Wait, I thought we can only take one item. Maybe he also coincidentally dropped the other item that was there. Alright, so this is the last ritual that we need to do, and then we get to see what the rewards are, see if it's worth it. We're just going to do one here, and then I'm basically here to show the mechanic. But yeah, the new update has the Mercenaries, there's a new league, there's a couple new bosses. I'd show you the new bosses, but we're not quite there yet. I don't know if anyone's done the new bosses yet. Sometimes people are really crazy with how fast you can get to the end game. Ooh. Like, I know with Diablo, within a couple hours, I can have max level, I can have mythics. And like, some people are like, dude, how do you do that? It takes me a month. With Path of Exile, it takes me about a week. Well, depending on how hard I'm playing, actually. Because I could technically do it in 2 days. But I like making these guides, and these slow me down a lot. But I also like having fun. And I like taking my time with Pee-wee. Alright, so we can get a Chaos Orb. That's massive. Absolutely massive. Alright, so as far as the rewards go, we can also reroll, but I'm not going to do that. I want this. We're gonna take this item. And then I also could do what's called a defer, but we can't do that right now. But there's another Chaos Orb that we could have gotten if we had like the ability to defer the item, which means we pay like a % of the item, and then we can get the rest of it later. Alright, so where you can go in here, there's like 2 different areas that you can go to. So if you go to the caverns, let me move this. There's another area here where it's just like a little like a hideout area. If you complete it, you can get what's called a hideout. I've already done it. It's unnecessary if you've already gotten a hideout. There's tons of other hideouts later that we can talk about. But if you don't have a hideout and it's your first time playing, go there. You can clear out the area if you want to. You don't have to do this now. It's optional. I'm just going to mention it. But yeah, don't worry about it too much. It's usually only utilized for trade anyways. But yeah, we're going to go continue and hopefully get a new mercenary. And then remember, 1 more level and we get a big upgrade. So our big upgrade is going to be this chest piece. It's going to give us increased movement speed while we have full HP, which is good. If they put all that into PoE 2, once new players would be overwhelmed. I mean, I feel like PoE in general is already like, it's got so much that scares people anyways, that I just don't see why in crafting though, okay, right? Because in any video game, crafting cannot just be randomized go. That's basically what PoE 2 is. I mean, yeah, you can use omens, but omens are so expensive that it's not even worth people. For 99% of the player base, you will never craft with omens. It's like only for the top players, and how you would engage with it is you're buying their bricked stuff. You're buying like the guy that's trying to get like the godliest thing, and he's like, it's not perfect. Or like a lot of the best items in the game are even like kind of bricked. Like they'll have like one stat that's bad. You go to PoE 1, every single stat is like near perfect. It's because you can have certain special ways to block certain things and craft how you want the item to be. I just don't like that PoE 2 is like, just hope you get it. Like it's just, there's not really too much thought that goes into it, if that makes any sense. It's like, it actually requires way more knowledge in PoE 2. Because you have to know what like the weights are, and like what are your chances of just slamming and just hoping that you get a good item. It's like super rare, right? I think that you can have mechanics for just like, okay, you just pray and hope that you get a good item. But I think that it needs to be ways for the people that do want to take the time and get checkpoints on an item. Like I think both can exist. I don't think you only need to have one. They make it a dummy proof. Yeah. I don't know if they need to make it 100% dummy proof. I mean, I wouldn't mind for certain steps to exist in crafting items. Oh, by the way, we're getting this extra arrow. Even though like this will let us, we're gonna throw in where's that volley support? We're gonna throw this one in immediately, so we get the additional arrow. It does give us a negative damage, but like shooting out 4 arrows instead of 2 is gonna be nice. Or we could just get more damage. That also works. Because like with lightning arrow, because 1 arrow kind of is 3 because it hits 2 targets next to it. It can let us get away and just run like a faster attacks or something like that. But we actually should have extra room for like an aura or something. So in this area, the ancient pyramid is just basically just going up. Did we hit 25? Oh, we hit 25. We can run it now. It's time. It is indeed time. So we're gonna get crazy amounts of extra evade. So if I go to defense here and you see where it says evasion rating, our chance to evade 80 attacks is 80. It was 29, but 80 is 80% chance just to not take damage. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. PoE 2 is for newbies. I feel like PoE 2 is still like too hard for newbies though. Like, cause I create a lot of Diablo content, and like going from Diablo to PoE is so hard. It really is. I think that the first 1 hour of gameplay is way too difficult for PoE 2. Especially if they want to bring more players into this genre. Whereas Diablo, they're pretty friendly. It's kind of weird. Diablo has this issue where it's harder to keep the people that really want to grind at the very end, but it's able to keep people at the start, if that makes sense. All right, we're at the apex now. We're at the very top. Oh man, this movement speed feels great. And we got our little archer. It's a cool looking helmet with the spikes on it. All right, it's time for the boss. Now, as far as this boss goes, it's pretty easy. When it makes like a machine sound, it goes whoop, you just basically don't want to stand still because it's gonna do the slam. The slam will one-shot you most of the time. Basically throw down your turrets and just kind of move around in a circle. It's kind of weird looking boss. It's got like some tentacles and it shoots out like orbs. It's got like a giant like wrecking ball arm. Oh, wait, do they have like Assassin's Mark? Wait, these NPCs apply curses? That's actually really good. That can be really useful for bosses. The problem that I have with them on bosses is more likely than just die. Because there's like boss mechanics where you have to stand in very specific areas. And I can push the character over here, which is great. Okay, we got anything good? Maybe this belt? The rest of the stuff. We still don't have boots with movement speed. Remember, we're supposed to go buy those. We need to reactivate. If you move the gem that has like the thing that if you move whatever has like the aura equipped, you have to re-equip the aura. But now you've finished Act 2, and let's get to Act 3. But to get to Act 3, it takes a second, because as soon as you finish it, there's a person that you gotta talk to, so NPC. Ooh, sash. Let's see if we get any upgrades here. I like how they show you what you're getting. Oh, we just got frozen. We might be dead here. Oh. Yeah, that one froze us. And just spamming the potion button. You can also get a potion or like a flask that will give you some sort of way to get immune to freeze when you pop it. Okay, cool. Nice. But like having these triple arrows because it makes the clear speed just so nice. Okay, so now that we've gotten that done, we're gonna get this extra attack speed. There's actually 2 additional arrows. There's one right here, and there's one. Did they move it? Wait, did they move the other arrow? Wait, you only get 2 now? Wait, did they really move it? It used to. Oh, this is attacks, fires initial projectile. This is bow attacks. Ah, okay, it's the same thing though. As long as we get extra, we're good. Okay. I was worried that they changed it. I didn't read the patch notes because I checked the patch notes for what I like to play, which is I shot lightning arrow. I didn't see anything changed. I was like, cool. All right, does this guy have anything good? Nope, he has nothing good. So we're gonna take the chromatic orbs from him.
This civil, shall we? Be on your guard.
Ooh, she's doing some damage. We have like impale.
Oh, need to sit this out.
Oh.
To the victor go the spoils.
Oh, okay, well, he wrecked our other NPC, but yeah, he was actually pretty strong. They're also leveling up this elemental damage with attacks. We might be able to use it. We might get to the very end of the game and then finally be able to use it, because sometimes in the very beginning it's just like about getting the item. It's just about getting the amount of sockets, not necessarily the correct colors, because you're going to rotate them again and again. But what's really cool is this Trial of Ascendancy. We're going to complete these and this thing will open up into like a little thing that we can go through. But anyways, that's going to wrap up part 2, Act 2, and now we are in Act 3, and we'll be starting Act 3 in the next part. But we're also going to revive our mercenary here. But that's going to wrap up part 2 of our walkthrough guide.